Mr. G, Mr. G, he's your average teacher, gone IRL streamer. Mr. G, Mr. G, Mr. G, Mr. G, he's your
Peaches, why'd you change the song? I'm tired of Mr.G. Peaches, don't change the voice.
Mr. G, Mr. G, he's your average teacher, gone IRL streamer. Mr. G,
Peach, come on.
Mr. G,
You go out and you don't chase around twice.
gone IRL streamer. Americana writer, got no education.
Peach.
I met him while streaming on a Hawaii
I'm sorry, you gonna go on? Yeah.
Unworn white Levi's were covering his feet until he covered them with coffee and creamer. Mr. G, Mr. G, Mr. G, Mr. G, he's your average teacher, gone IRL streamer. Mr. G, Mr. G, Mr. G, Mr. G, he's your average teacher, gone IRL streamer. Mr. G, 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 Mr. G, 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 Mr. G, 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 Mr. G, G, Mr. G, Mr. G, Mr. G, Mr. G, he's your average teacher, gone IRL streamer. Mr. G, Mr. G, Mr. G, Mr. G, he's your average teacher, gone IRL streamer. Mr. G, 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 Mr. G.
Hi, I'm Mr. G. Welcome to my class.
We have a wonderful lesson today, all about the state of New Hampshire. New Hampshire is known as the Granite State. Why? Well, I guess they produce a lot of granite. What else are they known for? Drug addicts. They do have the third highest overdose of any state in the United States. What else? Lots of gambling addicts. They lead the country in gambling addicts, as well as apple production. No, they don't lead the nation in apple production, but they produce a lot of apples. They also have a lot of cattle, calves, dairy products. You know, yesterday's state, Rhode Island, we learned how they have really good quality milk in Rhode Island. Well, New Hampshire, also a New England state, has quality dairy products as well. New Hampshire is the oldest state capital, and they say it's been under construction since 1819. I'll show you some pictures of it during the slideshow. Let me get a picture of New Hampshire on the board here. Hey Google, Volume 2. Hey Google, play Beethoven. One thing about New
Ludwig van
Hampshire
Beethoven
is
on Pandora.
they're pro-guns, they're pro-Second Amendment, which is unlike their New England neighbors, you know. Massachusetts, you know, some of the strictest gun laws in the country. New Hampshire, on the other hand, has more open gun laws. I said they have the oldest state capital, and they also have the largest legislature, including the House and the Senate. They have over 400 members, and they take politics seriously. It's in the state constitution that New Hampshire is required to have the first presidential primary of any state in the United States. Oh, what about Iowa, Mr. G? Well, Iowa doesn't have a primary.
Said.
No, Iowa has a caucus.
MRG_live is now live.
Caucus.
Streaming
Fun
just
word to
chatting.
say, huh?
MR.G_live US States Live Geography class.
Nevada
Space
also has a
State.
caucus.
Hashtag New Hampshire. Hunt Golden. said. What about Iowa?
What, did you not hear me? Iowa has a caucus. You sounded like a caucus today, huh? Nevada also has a caucus. That's why they vote so early, because they're big caucuses. Caucus plural is caucuses, I think. I don't know everything, but I know a lot. Probably more than all of you. I'm just saying statistically. There has to be over 100 people here for there to be. Never mind.
MRSJ Mermaid said.
Hey, Mrs. J. Thanks for joining us today. I thought maybe you were you were getting something. You were jumping on the Peloton real quick. I didn't know you were still here. I thought it was just me and a couple of bad guys. These are awesome. These are Japones Nishiyamis.
MRSJ Mermaid said. LUL.
No, I'm not gonna pat myself on the back or anything. Look at these though, but Bella needs to pat herself on the back because she sent me some awesome candies. And these go perfect with my new found wine addiction. This right here I call breakfast wine.
Said. You can send Mr. G, Moses, and Keanu packages to 1170 Nuuanu Avenue, PO Box 37305, Honolulu, Hawaii, 96823.
Alright, more about New Hampshire. New Hampshire has had the first wind farm. New Hampshire has the most memorable state logo of all the states. And they've done studies on this too. New Hampshire's logo, it's on all their license plates, is live free or die. And they're known to have a libertarian type attitude. Like I said, gun laws are not as restrictive there as they are in the rest of New England or the rest of the country. Recess that mug. What else? Well, New Hampshire is known to have nice 4 seasons. And I'm not talking about the hotel. That joke sucked. Okay, anyways. They're known to have 4 seasons. They're known to have really good nice bridges, like with barns over them and stuff. It's a small town kind of feel. There's only 1.3 million people in the whole state. The capital is Concord. Population 43,000. The largest city in the state of New Hampshire is Manchester, New Hampshire. Population 112,000. That's nothing. Granted, it's not far from Boston. And Boston is the big city. The majority of the people in New Hampshire, they follow Boston teams, as the majority in New England. Like I said, they have the most memorable state motto, live free or die. There's a really high cost of living there. It seems like it's a nice place to live. It's very low in crime. There's no sales tax, there's no income tax, but they do have high property taxes. So that's kind of where they make up for that. But as far as, being a low tax state in New England, right near a major metro city like Boston, it does go to show they do have a coastline. They have the shortest coastline of any state in the United States. It's arguably between 16 and 18 miles. But it's a very nice coastline as well. I'll see if I can put a picture up in the corner there. New Hampshire, well here's a small picture. If you can look there, you can see New Hampshire has a slight coastline. I think we got a better one. But New Hampshire is known for its beaches. There I just put a bunch of beaches on the screen. But as you can see in the corner, this is the small 16, 18 mile stretch of beach land. That's the shortest beach line of any spot in the United States, of any state in the United States. What else?
Ivan said, help Mr. G with a donation through
I
Stream
mentioned
Elements.
there's a high opiate use there.
https://streamelements.com.
There's not any big cities in the state of New Hampshire. In the state of New Hampshire, those are the beaches you guys
Van
can see.
Almissel said, "The weather is terrible."
Well, you say that. They do get a lot of snow. However, in doing my research, there's more than half of the states in the United States, and there are like 28 states are actually colder than New Hampshire. So it's not like it's Montana or it's Wyoming. There are many states that are colder than New Hampshire. It's right up there at the tip of the United States. It touches Maine. Not many states touch Maine. Actually, I think only New Hampshire touches Maine. I think Maine's the only state that touches one other state, if I'm not mistaken. It also has Vermont on the west. I'll show you on the map. They're like, if you folded Vermont and New Hampshire, they would like fold over on top of each other. They're almost identical in size. One is on the west, one is on the east. They both make great maple syrup. Vermont and New Hampshire are known to make the most maple syrup of anywhere in the United States. New Hampshire makes over 90,000 gallons of maple syrup every year. They sell 90,000 gallons of maple syrup every year. Some of the most famous people from New Hampshire are actually astronauts.
Yeah, I said that correctly. Astronauts. You know, the guys with the space suits that go, those guys. Yeah.
What, I'm not allowed to have fun and amuse myself? Huh?
What, everything's gotta be a blah, blah, blah. Everything's gotta be about making money and scamming your viewers, huh? Is that what you other streamers like?
Huh? They like to pretend and to try to get you to donate, huh? Yeah, that's what they do. But you know what I do? I take a peanut and I throw it in the air and I catch it in my mouth while I teach the class and listen to Mozart. Alright, I get one more try. Alright, this is for everything right here. For everything. If I don't catch it in my mouth, then the world is going to explode. I'm sorry, but that's how it's going to be. This is for the whole planet. I'm going to save the world! We're safe.
MRSJ Mermaid said, "Yay."
Okay, now we can get back to learning about New Hampshire. No, seriously. Alan Shepard was the first American ever to go into outer space. He was born and raised in New Hampshire. And also, sadly, tragically actually, Christy Molkoloff is the first private citizen ever to be shot into outer space during the Challenger tragedy. She was also tragically killed on that day in 1986. Somber note there. But they are known for not only to have the most memorable state motto, but also for having two of the most famous astronauts in American history, John Shepard
MRSJ
and
Mermaid
Christy Molkoloff.
said, "I was watching the Challenger documentary the other day.
Yeah, that's a very popular show. I was reading it had gotten really good reviews. Hey Google, turn it down a little bit, please. So as far as the actual geography of New Hampshire, they have lots of forests, a vast nature wilderness, and quaint New England towns like we mentioned, Concord, Manchester. They have small New England style towns, coastal communities as well, but also the White Mountain National Forest is there, and that's in the northern part of the state. That's where you'll find Mount Washington, the highest point in the state. It's over 6,000 feet high. Mount Whitney is actually the highest point in the continental United States, but Mount Washington is the highest point on the Appalachian Trail, I believe, and also it's the highest point west or east of the Mississippi River. The Appalachian Mountains are one of the oldest mountain chains in the world, actually. The river that runs through it is one of the oldest rivers in the world, too. And 160.9 miles of the Appalachian Trail actually go through New Hampshire. It basically goes through the entire state of New Hampshire, the entire western part of the state. In the northern part of the state, that's where you'll find Mount Washington. Mount Washington is recorded to have the fastest, strongest wind ever recorded by man. And that was wind speeds of up to, I think, almost 300 miles per hour. To put that in perspective, a Category 5 hurricane is something like 200 miles per hour. Hey Google, what is the wind speeds of a Category 5 hurricane?
Here's some information from the web that might possibly help. Here's a summary from the website time.com. The highest category hurricane winds are 157 miles per hour or higher.
Okay, thanks. I don't know why I just said it.
Margaret's Jake Mermaid.
So yeah, 157.
That's insane.
Yeah, so a Category 5 hurricane. Why did he do that? Did you see that? He just went 5 like that. Is he giving somebody a signal or a sign or something? Or no, or maybe I just wanted to do that. But anyways, that was to all the people hate watching. But anyways, let me change the thing. Yeah, so on top of Mount Washington in New Hampshire, we have the most fiercest wind ever recorded, over 200 miles per hour, way faster than any hurricane. And that was in the state of New Hampshire. What else about New Hampshire? They're known to have a lot of outdoor winter sports. Fishing, skiing, hunting, all the good stuff. Water skiing. They're right on the beach. Like there's some coastline and there's a big lake in the middle of there. Some of the biggest industries. The number one industry is tourism. They have a lot of bed and breakfasts in that area. A lot of out-of-towners go there for the New England cuisine and to get away from the big city, I guess. They also have a strong healthcare community. They have top schools and top healthcare. It seems to be a trend with these particular liberal states, But also they have manufacturing. They have high-tech manufacturing there. But some of the schools that you'll have there is the University of New Hampshire. Student enrollment about 15,000. Plymouth University, you don't hear a lot about Plymouth University. It actually has the highest enrollment of any school there, with almost 25,000 students. Yeah, 25,000. They have a strong academics. They have a strong academics program. It's one of the more competitive schools in the area, in the state probably, and they don't pay that much attention to athletics, I guess you would say. More so in academics, but it is a top quality academic school. What else? There's one other school, Dartmouth College. Student enrollment just about 6,000. Is one of the best schools in the country. So the top 2 universities in the state of New Hampshire. Number 1 is Dartmouth private university, and number 2 a private Ivy League university, and number 2 would be Plymouth University. University of New Hampshire is also a top-ranked school as well. So I just want to show you the board here as we're talking about the schools, and then we'll start the slideshow. But on the board here we have the state flag, the state seal, and the state flag of New Hampshire. So normally the state flag and the seal has a motto on it. As we went over, the motto for New Hampshire is "Live Free or Die." But they do not have that on the state seal. Over here we have a map of the New England... Hey Google, pause. Here we have a map of the New England colonies. As I said, Maine is up there right at the top of the United States. They're the only state in the United States that has only one state and their border. And as you can see down south there is New Hampshire is the only state that borders Maine. As you can see, the blue state is New Hampshire. That's what we're learning about right now. New Hampshire has a small border with Canada. That part of Canada is Quebec, is the province of Quebec, Canada. Once again, New Hampshire is in blue there. So New Hampshire also shares the largest border with Vermont to its west. Vermont and New Hampshire, like I said, they're about the same size. And you could actually, just seems like you just fold each other over on one another. Now, in the corner of New Hampshire, in the very east, right where the blue and the yellow and the orange meet, that is New Hampshire's tiny little coastline. Like I said, they have the smallest coastline in the United States. And to the right of New Hampshire, we have The Cat and the Hat. Now, The Cat and the Hat was a popular fictional children's book character, but the author, Dr. Seuss, is from New Hampshire. So he's probably the most famous person from New Hampshire. I said that two famous astronauts, Alan Shepard, the first American ever to go into space, and also the first teacher, first citizen to go into space, Krista Makaloff, Mrs. Makaloff. She also was from Concord, New Hampshire. She was a teacher in the great state of New Hampshire. So also on the board there, like I said, we have Dr. Seuss and Dartmouth. That's the Dartmouth logo right there. And like I said, that's the motto of the state of New Hampshire is live free or die. Now, once again, the motto is different from the nicknames. The nicknames of the state of New Hampshire are the Mother of River, the White Mountain State, Switzerland of America,
Smiles.
and
Said.
the Granite State.
Cool. Wow.
So, if you guys, thanks Bella for paying attention. So, have you guys been learning the last few states, probably the last half dozen states, they have more than one nickname. Other states out west, like Nevada, that we went over, like Nevada and Arizona and New Mexico, they seem to only have one nickname. But once we get out to the East Coast here, especially New England, we have states with many nicknames. So, like I said, New Hampshire, it's known as the Mother of the River, the Mother of River State, the White Mountain State, because the White Mountains, the White Mountain National Forest, to be specific, the Switzerland of America, because of the White National Forest, and the Granite State as well. So that's about everything that I know here that I can dictate about the great state of New Hampshire.
MRSG.
Like I said, they're pro-guns.
Said. Arizona actually has multiple.
I knew you were going to say that.
The Grand Canyon State is most known.
I knew you were going to say that, Mrs. J. I was like, Mrs. J is going to correct me on that right when I said it. Oh, one thing is they have the largest video game arcade in the world, believe it or not, is in New Hampshire. It has over 500 video games dating all the way back from the late 70s. The majority of the games are from the 1980s and 1990s.
Said. Sorry, Mr. G, smile.
It's okay. So yeah, they have the largest video game, one of the largest. That's debatable. I've heard that it's the largest, but then I also heard that there's other places that have larger video games. So, and once again, Dr. Seuss is from there. I'm glad I remembered to mention that. Never judge a book by its cover. Previously, you think New England, you're like, oh, liberal, high taxes, anti-gun, New Hampshire is pro-gun, and they do have high taxes, high property taxes, but there's no sales tax, no income tax. So it's one part of New England that's, a little bit different. And also, they are really proud citizens as well. Their motto, live free or die, it was coined by General John Starks, not the basketball player for the Knicks, but another John Starks. And he fought in the Revolutionary War and also the French and Indian War. And that's something that he would always say, live free or die. And it stuck. It stuck with the community and with New Hampshire. New Hampshire, an original 13 colony as well. All right, so that's it. We're going to go ahead and start the presentation now. Hopefully it doesn't F out. If it does, then we'll go ahead. I'm just going to restart it. So we'll go over some fun facts about New Hampshire first, and then we'll go over some food and a few famous people that live there. Just like Connecticut, there aren't many famous people from there. So, New Hampshire, the wonderful world of New Hampshire. Let's learn some things about New Hampshire. What is the state bird of New Hampshire? Well, the state bird is the purple finch. The purple finch is the state bird of New Hampshire. I wonder why they call it the purple finch. I don't know. Maybe because it matches the purple lilac. The purple lilac is the state flower of New Hampshire. Well, what's the state insect? Well, just like most states, the state insect is the ladybug. Most